Good afternoon, everyone. Well, morning, noon, night, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Tanjanika Lewis, better known as Tanjanika the author, and you have clicked on my face. Now, if this is the first time you've clicked on my face, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if this is not your first time, welcome back. Thank you for choosing me again. Now, you can go ahead and take some time to click that subscribe button down below. Also, make sure you click the notifications button next to it and thumbs up this video because it helps out my channel tremendously. As described in the title down below, we're going to be talking about some things that I consider when choosing a story to write for Nanowrimo. If you do not know what Nanowrimo is, it is short for National Novel Writing Month. It takes place in November, and we are now in what participants call Preptober. So this is now the month before, and we are prepping to write our stories in NaNoWriMo, or write 50,000 words, which kind of equals out to a first draft or a first manuscript. So I'm just going to tell you some things that I consider when choosing a story to write for NaNoWriMo, just so hopefully it can help you choose your story for Nano. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first thing that I consider when I'm choosing a story from Nano, when I thumb through the story ideas that I've had in the past months or however long, I try to figure out if this particular story makes my heart sing. Now, by making my heart sing, what I mean is, does my heart float in my chest when I think about reading this story as a reader? Now, I love to read, as most writers do, but one thing that I consider before I write a novel or a book is, do I want to read this story? Is this a story that I want to read? And then further, I take it a step further and I ask myself, is this a story that if someone were to tell me about it, I would be excited to read? Like, I can't wait, have to pre-order it on Amazon. I am waiting at the mailbox, like, come on, deliver my package. Do I feel this way about this story? And if I do, then that's usually the story that I choose to go ahead and write. Because 30 days is a long time to focus on one story. I don't know about you guys, but I have a slight issue with ADD when it comes to writing, especially if I have more than one story topic that I'm excited about. I kind of jump from story to story. But in nanos, whether it be a camp nano or an actual NaNoWriMo, I hone down and buckle down and focus on one story idea. So if that story idea makes my heart sing, then it's a bit easier for me to just focus on that one story. Which brings me to the next thing I consider when choosing a story for NaNoWriMo, and that is if this story is long enough. Now, what I mean by that is it going to take me 50,000 words to tell this story? Now, 50,000 words is a lot. It's about 175 pages. I know that doesn't sound like a lot when you say it in pages, but it is a lot. And sometimes your story just doesn't take that long. It just doesn't take 175 pages to tell. So I have to consider that also. That kind of comes later in the plotting of the story, where I kind of make a guesstimation of how long or how many pages it's going to take me to tell this story. But it has to be long enough in order for me to choose it for Nano, because I need the 50,000 words, right? So it needs to be at least 50,000 words long. And the last thing that I consider is this story interesting enough to tell for 50,000 words? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, if it makes your heart sing, then you can make it interesting, right? Yes, but sometimes when you try to draw a story out to make it a bit longer than what it really has to be, it becomes, you have what they call a sagging middle. And every reader hates that. When you have this great build-up or this action-packed beginning, and then the middle is kind of like, meh. So I have to take that into consideration also before I pick a story topic for Nano. And that again comes along during the plotting process. And there's things that you can do to overcome the sagging middle, but you have to be realistic with yourself and think to yourself, does this really take 50,000 words, 175 pages to tell? And if it doesn't, then maybe that's not the story that I'm going to write for this Nano. Maybe I'll write it outside of a Nano. But I hope that this is helpful to you in choosing your story to write for Nano. I know it was helpful for me. If you do something else to choose your story for Nanowrimo, please write it down in the comments down below so that I may add it to my repertoire, and maybe the people that see your comments can add it to their repertoire. And if this video helped you in any way, write it down in the comments down below. Let me know, because I don't know sometimes. I don't know if what I'm saying is out of left field or if it's really hitting home. So let me know down in the comments down below. Also, take a couple seconds to click that subscribe button and click that notification button next to it so that you'll be notified whenever I upload videos onto YouTube. And if you got anything out of this video, give me a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Thank you so much for sticking with me all the way to the end. And I will see you either in the comments or I'll see you at the turn of the page. Bye!